Crafters, it's darling Craftolate or Raven here for another fantastic Saturday. Today's video is actually a collab with the amazing Jesika Kula here on YouTube. We wanted to do a fun Cardcaptor collab and she did the key to match the wand I made. We thought it would be super cool to see how each of us go about creating these because we both have different techniques. I definitely recommend that you guys go ahead and check out her channel. She makes fun key and clay tutorials, artsy videos, reviews, and fun DIYs. You can find the link to her video and her channel in the description box below. So as I said before, for this collab I will be making a wand, and I decided to do Cardcaptor Sakura's star wand or staff, whatever you prefer. I tried a few different things this time around and I really like how it came out. I definitely struggled making this. It took a couple tries, but I'm really happy with the overall results and I was really excited that I finally got it done. As always, feel free to customize this pen or substitute any techniques you wish while making it. Well, let's get started. First, you're gonna need your clay. To know the exact colors and materials I use, please check the description box below. You also need your clay tools and a rolling pin or pasta machine. To begin, you want to roll out your pink and some gold thinly. I prefer to do this with my pasta machine on the second thinnest setting. Then you'll need a bakeable pen, some pliers to assist in ink removal, an optional paintbrush handle to help hold the pen while you're decorating it. Be sure to remove the ink as this cannot go into the oven. Now use your blade to create straight edges and line up your clay with a small section of gold at the bottom. And you want to leave a space on either side of the pen. I actually redid the part of this but didn't film it where I had actually a little bit more pink to the top. After that is done, you want to roll and manipulate the clay onto your pen and cut away any excess. Now pinch and blend everything together. Now you can insert the paintbrush handle now to make things easier. Roll your pen with a flat hand on your work surface to even and smooth out your clay. Be sure to pop any air bubbles with a needle tool or blade and blend it out. For the bottom, I began with rolling out a log of red clay. Then you want to use something flat or you can use your fingers and you want to flatten it on an angle. Now you can add it to the bottom of the pen, trim, and blend. Just a side note, please ignore the top of the pen right at this moment as I decided to redo it later. Use your blade to create a straight edge at the bottom. Add a log of gold on top, trim, and blend it in again. This sort of works as a cap for the red portion. I made this a little bit different than my other Cardcaptor pen to make it more comfortable to hold while I was writing. If you prefer the way I did last time, feel free to do that instead. With another log of gold, you want to pinch it and smooth it across for more of a triangular shape. Then add it to the top of the gold section on your pen. Remember to trim away the excess clay and blend it in. You can also reshape as needed. Now out of some rolled out gold clay, you want to cut out 4 triangles and distribute them evenly to the top of the red and meeting the gold. Then you want to blend them in. For the top of the pen, you want to add a ball of gold and blend it all the way around. You want the top of this pen to be flat on the front and back. As I said, this is me redoing this portion, and even though I redid it, I still do wish I could have just made it a little bit more proportional. Now you just want to add a gold log around the bottom, trim, and blend. Now you want to make a space with your ball tool or fingers, and I did this all the way down to the pen. Then you want to add a flattened ball of red into the area you just created. Now set this aside. We're going to be working on the star, and for that you want to flatten a ball of your star colored clay and pitch it with 5 points. Basically, you want to continuously reshape this with your fingers and tools. You can make this star however way you would like. I decided to create ridges at each point, just to add a little bit more dimension. Then I added some lines with my needle tool from the center to each of the dips of the star. Once I was done that, I redefined them with my clay tool. On the back side, I kept it simple with adding lines just to each point and dip meeting at the center, and again redefining them with my clay tool. Now you want to roll out quite a thick log of pink. Then you want to slightly flatten it, creating a little bit of a dome. It's kind of a semicircle shape. You want it not to be just a straight flat one. You want it to have a little bit more dimension. To make sure everything will stay in place and add extra durability to your creation, you're going to need some bacon bond and some bits of wire. Add a short piece of wire and some bacon bond to each point. After that, you can add even more liquid clay. Now wrap the pink around and attach it to the wires. Then Then you want to cut away any excess. I also added a wire here so it was firmly together, then blended it all the way around. I also blended in each of the points. Next, I added a few wires to the bottom so when I attach this later, it'll be more secure. To clean and smooth out the star topper, use some acetone or rubbing alcohol and some cotton swabs. Be sure to use a new swab for each clay color. Now you want to pre-bake this for 5 to 7 minutes following your package instructions. This is optional, but I found this really helpful in making sure that the star maintained its shape. After your star is cool, you want to add some Bake & Bond to the top of your pen, then add a flat oval of gold on top. Now you're ready to add the star topper, and I just trimmed the wires. Then I went ahead and added a little bit more liquid clay and inserted the star topper. For a bit more extra support, I also added a ribbon of pink around and blended it in. Now you want to blend everything in place. Now for the wings, her and I did these a little bit differently. I really wanted to make these wings match somewhat to the other Cardcaptor pen I made. I just created a round triangle shape with my fingers, then cut it into 3 sections, and then used my fingers and tools to round and manipulate them into feathers. Then I just kind of curved them all together and they look like this. To add a little bit more detail to the wings, I used my needle tool to create a curve. And then I redefined it like I did with the lines in the stars. You want to make 2 of these with the feathers going the opposite direction. I decided to actually create these wings separately and glue them on later, just so they maintain their shape and they didn't end up drooping over the top of the pen. Now you want to go ahead and clean everything again. Then you want to bake your wings and pen at 265 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 25 minutes, or the temperature and time for your pen and oven. After it was cool, I used some strong glue and some toothpicks. I placed some of the glue where I wanted to attach the wings, then added them in place and held them there until I was sure they wouldn't move. Once the glue is dry, you can glaze. I recommend a polyurethane or very thin gloss varnish and a soft acrylic brush. I did 4 layers for extra protection and shine. When the glaze is dry, you can reinsert the ink and you're done. This is how my pen came out and I'm very happy with it. As I said, I do wish I made it a bit more proportional, but I don't even care. I just think it came out really cute. It's a great addition to my collection. I really like that this pen was quite a challenge. It took me a couple tries to get one that I was happy with. Now I actually have 2 Sakura wands or staffs. If you missed the first one's tutorial, you can click the icon on the screen and a link will also be left in the description box below. For 2 extra entries into my giveaway, be sure you enter it on the original video and answer this question. What superpower do you wish you had? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for joining me for another fantastic Saturday and this fun collab. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Again, please take the time to check out the spectacular Jesika Kula and her video, and those links are in the description box below. If you wish, you can follow me on my social media and my accounts are listed on the screen. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more crafty goodness. I'll see you guys all soon. Bye! Hey there! More information and the link to my giveaway can be found in the description box below. If you missed this, you can check it out by following the link in the description or by clicking the screen.